Uh, We're preparing now to begin our session. Mr. Kelly, when you're prepared, just give me the heads up, the usual sign, and we will get started.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are now prepared to formally open this hearing of the Illinois Board of Review for today, February the 26th, 2026. Just several preliminary matters before we begin our hearing. First of all of you who are, particularly those who are attending virtually, we ask that you treat this session as if you were in the room itself. So that means, reclining in your bed or your easy chair, that you be dressed appropriately. Men should not be wearing hats unless it's a religious requirement. Also, no eating, no drinking, no smoking during the hearing. Also, if you're in a vehicle, you must be parked in a safe place. We will not hear your matter if you are moving. So we expect everyone to give deference to the rules of the proceedings. Also, these proceedings are being recorded by a court reporter as well as the system, but it cannot make a clean record if we speak over one another. So we ask that you be patient, allow the other person to complete their statement. You will be called upon. Everyone will have an opportunity to have their matter heard. Also, the law department will give us a list of issues that have been resolved, and they may use terms such as moot or moot complied. If you need to understand the difference, please call the administrator's office. Someone there will explain it to you. Please do not interrupt the hearings as we proceed to get through this very long list. Please pay attention. If your matter is noted as moot or moot complied, that means it's resolved. You will not have a hearing today. You're excused to go about your day. If you want, of course, this is a public hearing, you can continue to watch and observe until the end of the hearing. But if you're moot or moot complied, your matter has been resolved for today. Okay, we will now hear from the law department. Which matters do you have for us today? Thank you.
Good afternoon, Lee Bagelman on behalf of the city. I have several preliminary matters to read into the record. I also have a preliminary matter of my own that I'll address with the board at the end of the list. And then I don't know if my colleagues have other matters, but
we'll find out.
Time. Yeah. So we're starting with appeal number 7 on the list. It's appeal number ending in 2881. Address is 1122 Dickinson Street. Appellant Dickinson Partners LLC. That is moot.
Moot, thank you.
Next, number 10 on the list. Appeal number ending 3235. The address is 2901 Ryan Avenue. Appellant Wen Chen. My understanding this has been withdrawn by the appellant.
Yes, so noted.
Next, number 11 on the list. Appeal number ending 0442. The address 1710 to 50 North 15th Street. Appellant Sayed Saeed, doing business as 7-Eleven store 33515A. It is my understanding this has been withdrawn by the appellant.
Yes.
Next, number 13 on the list. Appeal number ending 1879, addressed 2300 South Broad Street. Appellant Abul Hassan. That is a continuance request submitted by the appellant, which the city does not oppose. That is also connected to the last matter on the list. If I can jump to that one as well, they are duplicate appeals. It's involving the same license issue.
What number is that one?
That one's number 27.
Yes, 4 digits.
It's appeal number ending 1426. Address 2300 South Broad Street. This appellant is listed as Digital E-Service Digital DEGITAL E-Service System Inc. doing business as Abul Hassan.
Okay, let's do this. Understand that Mr. Vaccaro is counsel. So let's have Mr. Vaccaro, if he's present, to put his name on the record, and then we will take each one in order.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good morning. May it please the board. Joseph Vaccaro, VACCARO, on behalf of the appellant.
Okay, you're requesting a continuance for 1426?
Yes, 1426 and the accompanying matter too.
Okay. And there's no opposition from the city?
No opposition.
Okay. So given that, 1426 2300 South Broad Street, Digital Service Systems, Inc., DBA Abdul Hassan will be continued. 1879 2300 South Broad Street, Abul Hassan will also be continued. Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Vaccaro, have a good afternoon.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Next one on my list is number 14, appeal number ending 2967, address 40 South Second Street, appellant Darrell Bottoms. It's my understanding this has been administratively continued.
Yes.
Great. Next, number 15, appeal number ending 2988, appellant 858, address 8584 Bloomfield Avenue, appellant Matt Solock, Sulock. That is moot.
Moot, thank you.
The next two on my list are connected or related appeals or a similar appellant. I'll go each in order though. Number 16, appeal number ending 3067, address 2234 North Franklin Street, appellant Alex Mosens, doing business as T&I Development. It's my understanding that a continuance request was submitted to the board this morning. The city does not oppose.
Okay, that matter should be noted as continued.
Next, number 17, appeal number ending 4154, address 2123 North Franklin Street, appellant Alex Mosens, doing business as Elegance Group LLC. Likewise, I believe this was a continuance request was submitted by the appellant this morning.
That matter should also be noted as continued.
Next, number 21 on the list, appeal number ending 2182, address 3001 Byberry Road, appellant Kate Cowing, doing business as Kate Cowing Architect. It's my understanding that was withdrawn by the appellant.
So noted.
Next, number 22, appeal number ending 1254, address 2308 St. Albans Street, appellants Sean O'Rourke, Melissa Howell, and Susan Coffin. That is moot.
Moot, thank you.
Next, number 23, appeal number ending 4689, address 6930 Ardley Street, appellant Cindy Bass. It's my understanding that has been withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Next, number 24, appeal number ending 4431, address 2051 Church Lane, appellant Johnny 2051 Inc. The appellant's counsel submitted a continuance request earlier in the week, which the city does not oppose.
Okay, so that matter is being continued based on a request from the appellant, no opposition from the city.
Correct.
Okay, all right, thank you.
That concludes my initial list of preliminary matters. I do have one other continuance request to make on the record that
Okay.
had not been submitted to the board previously. It's concerning number 26 on the list, appeal number ending 4172, address 242 Warden Street, appellant Joe Arbitman. As I alluded to, this is a continuance request. I believe it can be styled as a joint continuance request. I believe appellant is on, and I'll let him speak in a moment. From the city's end, we had some unexpected issues in terms of gathering evidence, and we're not ready for this hearing. We have resolved those issues, but I did indicate to the appellant that I would be submitting a continuance request. Additionally, it's my understanding that appellant needs counsel or might need counsel, but we were hoping to put this on the record to have the board make that determination.
Okay.
I can provide a little bit more detail now.
Yeah, before we call on the appellant, who's the violation written to?
It's not a violation. This is a license revocation.
Okay, and whose
The-
license? Is it a corporate license or
The
an
li-
individual license?
The license is held, it's my understanding, in the appellant's name individually. Joe Arbitman However, this is a streetery license. The license is tied to a business, and the revocation letter submitted by the department was addressed to the business entity, which is Jack's Tap Room and Steaks.
Jazz, spell that first
It's
name.
JAXX.
Tap room.
Yes,
Okay.
I can provide the exact. One moment. Yes, Jack's Steaks and Tap Room. I
Okay.
apologize.
All right. Thank you. All right. Mr. Joe Arbitman, are you present? Mr. Arbitman, are you present?
He's on mute. I think it's under Amy Kilrain's
Oh,
Zoom
okay.
account.
Sir, if you could unmute and respond.
Okay. Yes, Joe Arbitman.
Okay, sir. Do you have any objection to the request for continuance?
No.
Okay, first of all. Secondly, this issue of legal counsel, the rule of the board is that if it's a corporate entity, you must be represented by legal counsel. And so do you have an attorney representing your interests?
No, I have the attorneys.
We have the.
We do have one, not one with us.
Not with you necessarily today, but you will need to have that person
Oh, yes,
speak on your
yes.
behalf.
Yes.
When
we
who is that attorney for the record?
Hi, Your Honor. My name is Amy. I work with
No,
Joe.
no, ma'am. No, he has to be the person speaking.
could. What's his name?
Okay, Vincent Melchiori.
Vincent Melfiore.
Vincent Merfury is the attorney.
Yes.
Make sure he needs to put his name on the record, okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you. We will note, based on request, that this is a joint request for continuance, and we will continue this matter to a future date. All righty?
Thank you.
Have a good afternoon.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. All righty. Anything else?
I believe that concludes my business, and I believe concludes our preliminary matters, but I'll let my.
I'll
colleague-
ask anyone in the room who has a preliminary matter to put on the record.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Lydia
Afternoon.
Anderson on behalf of the city.
Afternoon, Ms. Anderson. What do you have for us?
Turning your attention to appeal number 20 on today's list, ending in 3210. The subject property is 11031 Stevens Road, appellant Yona Construction LLC. The city has been in contact with opposing counsel for this matter, and we have reached a last-minute settlement agreement.
Okay.
The agreement is to resolve the case file pursuant to this appeal, as well as several outstanding case files not subject to this appeal for a lump sum of $10,000. And
So that would be city affirm with a $10,000 fine?
so we, because this appeal deals with case files that are not subject to the current appeal, the city would request a short continuance so that we can work out a settlement agreement with the exact terms.
Okay.
Um,
So
yeah.
there's nothing, you don't want to put a settlement agreement on the record. You just want a continuance for the moment.
Yes, just a short continuance so that
Okay.
opposing counsel and I can finalize that
Okay,
settlement
is
agreement.
opposing counsel present? Botson, Esquire Eric Botson, are you present?
Yes, I am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I just want you to put on the record, are you in agreement with the continuance request so you can work out the settlement?
Yes, we are, with thanks to the Solicitor's Office and to the board. Thank you.
Okay, so we will continue this matter, and you will, of course, submit a copy of the agreement once it's structured. Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you, board.
Anyone else in the room with a preliminary matter?
Good afternoon, distinguished members of the board.
Afternoon.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to call the board's attention to cases number 18 and 19 on the list. These
Okay.
are appeals for AIU issued violation notices for GHA Construction LLC. The appeals were filed, the appellant's listed as Greg Alderfer, but I believe this is a situation where the board would require and the law would require that the LLC be represented by an attorney.
Okay, who was the violation written to, or who's the subject of the AIU investigation?
GHA Construction LLC.
GAJ Construction, okay. GAJ, is anyone present representing 1340, well, Greg Alderfer or GAJ Construction? Anyone
I am
present?
here. I am here, sir.
Oh, okay, already. The city is raising the issue regarding Legal counsel, do you have legal counsel representing you today?
I do not today.
Okay, why is that?
Sir, I didn't know I needed legal counsel here.
Did you receive the violation, or did you receive the notice from AIU?
I did.
Okay, there should have been reference to requirements of legal counsel if you're a corporate-owned entity. Okay,
I'm an
so
I'm an LLC corporation.
that's a corporate-owned entity. Okay, so we will continue this matter to allow you to secure legal counsel, and we'll reschedule it. So when you come back, please bring your lawyer to represent your interests, okay?
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. That references 3154 13481 Daymar Drive and 3155 13481 Daymar Drive. Both matters will be continued.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay? Thank you. Anyone else in the room with a preliminary matter for the record?
Good afternoon, members of the board. This is Thomas Guyutsa for the city.
Good afternoon, Mr. Galuzza. What do you have for us?
I wanted to draw the board's attention to appeal number 12 on today's list. This is HA 2025-001-007, 6501 East Worcester Street, William Nunez, doing business as Worcester Grocery Store, Inc. My understanding is that no counsel has entered for this corporate entity.
Okay, let's do this. We also have a note here that Spanish interpreter is required. So do we have a Spanish interpreter? Let's bring that person with us so we can have this whole proceedings interpreted.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Stephen Aubain, Aubain, interpreter ID YM288. I'll be the Spanish interpreter.
Thank you. Mr. Aubain, raise your right hand to be sworn, please. Sir, do you swear or affirm that you will faithfully translate between English and Spanish proceedings regarding 6501 East Worcester Street, William Nunez, DBA Worcester Grocery Stores, Inc.?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Aubain, as in previous cases, from this point forward, please interpret everything said in English into Spanish and any responses in Spanish to English, okay?
Yes, sir.
So what I'd like to do is call the case, and we'll see if the appellant is present. So if we
Así
read
que
the
vamos a
case,
llamar el caso.
This is case number 12 on today's list, appeal ending 001007.
Así que este es el caso número 12 en la lista de hoy, la apelación que termina en 001007.
Address 6501 East Worcester Street.
Y la dirección es 6501 East Worcester Street.
Appellant William Nunez, doing business as Worcester Grocery Store, Inc.
Y el apelante William Núñez haciendo negocios como Worcester Grocery Store Incorporación.
okay. Is Mr. Nunez available? Mr.
Señor
are you
Núñez.
available?
Señor Núñez, ¿está disponible?
Anyone present representing Mr. Nunez? Any legal counsel representing Mr. Nunez?
¿Alguna persona presente representando los intereses del señor Núñez o representando abogados representando al señor Núñez?
Okay, no one is responding. Let's confirm service.
Así que como nadie respondió, vamos a confirmar servicio.
Appellants in this matter listed 6501 Worcester Street, Philadelphia, PA on the appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on January 9th, 2026.
Así que el apelante en este caso, listado en 6501 Worcester Street, en Filadelfia, Pensilvania, y la solicitud de apelación, la nota fue enviada para la audiencia del día de hoy a la misma dirección en enero 9 de 2026.
Just an administrator, can you confirm that it was mailed to East Worcester or Worcester?
Y pueden confirmar si fue enviado para el correo postal de East Worcester o solamente Worcester.
It was sent to Worcester Street because appellants only wrote Worcester Street.
Fue enviado para Worcester Street porque el apelante solamente escribió Worcester Street.
Okay, Mr. Galitza, what is your pleasure? No one's responding.
The city would request this appeal be dismissed for failure to appear.
Así que la ciudad está pidiendo que la apelación sea retirada debido a falta de apariencia.
What else she just did? Okay, just one moment. Okay, before we vote, we do have an individual on Zoom that may be connected to this matter.
Okay.
Let's unmute the person and
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
Are you able to confirm your name for us?
¿Nos puede confirmar su nombre?
Me llamo Randy Rosario de León.
I'm Randy Rosario de Leon.
Oh, he's here for a different appeal.
okay, so sir, you're not connected with this matter on East Worcester Street, correct?
Así que, señor, usted no está conectado para este caso en East Worcester Street. ¿Eso es correcto?
Oh, no, yo estoy esperando un caso que me pertenece a mí. Estoy
No,
esperando.
I'm waiting for my case.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's go back then to 1007. Mr. Golitza, for the record, what is your pleasure regarding this matter?
Certainly, the city would request this appeal be dismissed for failure to appear.
Así que la ciudad está pidiendo que esta apelación sea retirada debido a falta de apariencia.
Okay, thank you. What time do we have? Ms. Penn?
1 p.m.
Son las 1 de la tarde.
Okay, we will poll the board regarding HA 2025-001007.
Así que vamos a tomar el voto de la Junta acerca de HA 2025-001-007
6501 East Worcester Street.
y 6501 East Worcester Street.
William Nunez, DBA Worcester Grocery Store, Inc.
William Nunez, DBA Worcester Grocery Store, Inc.
This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Este caso es retirado debido a falta de apariencia.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Y
Dismissed for failure to appear. I'm sorry.
retirado por falta de apariencia.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Retirado por falta de apariencia.
Dismissed failure to appear.
Retirado por falta de apariencia.
Okay, thank you. That resolves that matter.
Thanks
Y
to the
con
board.
eso resolucionamos ese caso.
Okay, do we have any additional interpretation needed? We do. Okay, Mr. Alban, if you would just remain with us, we do have one additional matter that requires your services.
Yes, sir. I'll stay on the line.
Just one moment. We do have one or two matters that the board itself has raised, so I will call those in a moment. Number 18, 13481 Daymar Street. That's been continued, I believe.
Right, yes.
Okay. Then. Okay, that's it, I think. One matter, we do have a question regarding 1043 Welsh Road. That's 4084, number 4084, Dornellis Excavation.
Christopher Johnson from the city of Philadelphia.
Mr. Johnson, I just want to check. Our notes indicate there is a continuous request. Are you aware of that?
Yes, that came to the city yesterday, I believe, submitted by Attorney Garcia Villarreal. And the basis was including, I think, another co-counsel on the case, cited as Bart Levy. The city opposes the continuance in this case due to the public safety interests at stake in the underlying matter. This is a case where the city had sought to revoke a contractor's license on the basis that the contractor in question, Dornellis Excavation, is owned and controlled by the same individuals as Dornellis Construction, which had their license revoked not too long ago. And so we understand there's open permits that are being worked on, but there were significant safety issues under Dornellis Construction's permits that resulted in collapse of at least one structure. So the city would oppose the continuance.
Okay, is anyone present representing the interests of Dornellis Excavation, Inc.?
Yeah, yes, sir. David Garcia here for Dornellis Excavation,
Okay.
Inc.
Mrs.
And my
Garcia, are you,
apologies. Yeah, my apologies. I'm out of town and I come down with a bad cold. So if you don't hear me, if you can't understand me, please let me know.
okay,
And
are you an
I'll
attorney,
start.
sir?
Yes, I have ID number
Okay.
54651.
Okay,
If I could just respond, Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
just to, because I believe there may not be any objection for my request after this. The citation in issue was delivered, or the notice of intent to revoke was delivered to Dornelis Excavation and received, I believe it was towards the end of September of last year, early October. Once that took place, Dornelis Excavation, notwithstanding whatever these permits may be that are either pending or are current for other construction projects, Dornelis Excavation has not been doing any work in the city of Philadelphia whatsoever, pending the outcome of this appeal. So to the extent that there's any issue of safety that, and justifiably so, the city of Philadelphia may be preoccupied with, I can assert that the company is not doing any work. It has not done any work since the intent to revoke was received by their offices. The project, I believe, that council or Mr. John is talking about has to do with the collapse of a residence at 729 North 16th Street here in Philadelphia. Dornelis Excavation and or construction or doing the underpinning on that job. However, the appeal that was taken from that notice violation, procedurally, there was issues as to who had standing or whether there was sufficient standing to proceed with it. It was withdrawn. However, I would inform the board that there is currently a very active litigation involving at least 10 defendants, if not more, in which what has come out during the course of discovery, which we would have hopefully been able to present the board if it would have been a timely appeal and a proper appeal, is that the drawings that were presented to Dornelis Excavation by the owner of the project, which was Regis Development Corporation, were the incorrect drawings.
let's do this. Let's do this because I don't want to get in the weeds on the underlying matter. But would it help if the two of you had a conversation off record and then come back before the hearing ends today?
I'm willing to do that if the board requests it, but I'm not sure that would move the needle as far as the department's objections to
Okay.
continuing the matter. I think the main point here is that there are, in fact, 20 active permits held by Dornelis Excavation. They're saying that they're not working on them, but there's nothing other than them saying that preventing them.
Well, that's why I'm asking. Is
I
there?
can
Wait,
address
wait,
that.
wait.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, let's do this. I would be helpful to the board if the two of you had a conversation.
And I'm going to bring Manager
And-
Paralak into that conversation.
Sure,
as well.
absolutely. And if we can put you in a breakout room, have this conversation and determine, because we want to keep this as clean as we can.
All right.
Okay?
Mr. John,
And then call you
could-
back.
Mr. John,
Yeah, so just note, sir, that there will be a request for a breakout room for you, Mr. Garcia. Okay, no, okay? All right, thank you. Does anyone else in the room have a preliminary matter that requires our attention? Anyone remotely have a preliminary matter that requires our attention? If not, oh, I do see, Ms. Nesich, you've raised your hand. You're muted, ma'am.
Good
Okay.
afternoon, members of the board.
Good
Can you hear me
afternoon.
all right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I have a few preliminary matters to put on the record. This is Melanie Nezich on behalf of the City of Philadelphia Water Department. If I
Okay.
may turn your attention to the top of your list, number 2, hearing appeal ending in 4543. This is 3950 Teton Road. Appellant's name is Evan Thomas. This matter is moot complied.
Move compliant, thank you.
Number 4, hearing appeal ending in 4571, 310 High Street, Michael Muehlbauer, appellant. This matter is also moot complied.
Move compliant, thank you.
Number 5, hearing appeal ending in 4671, 2721 North 9th Street, Cal Hawkins, appellant. This matter is also moot complied.
Move compliant, thank you.
And as to preliminary matters, not uncontested, For number 1, hearing appeal ending in 4517, 2334 West Harold Street. Appellant's name is Charles Wilson. For this matter, the city would like to, or the city has put in a request for a continuance
Okay.
because the Philadelphia Water Department needs additional reinspection time.
Okay, so do you know if the appellant is present, Mr. Charles Wilson?
I do not know.
Ms. Wilson, okay, unmute yourself, please. He is present. So we will hear from Mr. Wilson. What is your response to the city's request for continuance?
I'm fine with it, but I waited all this time. But the thing is, the city had came out and done work prior
Okay,
to.
well, Mr. Wilson,
Yeah. Yes,
we,
sir.
we just want to know what your response is to the request for continuance. There may be a conversation that you can have with Ms. Nessich that will resolve this matter. And if it would, I would recommend you do that. If not, we'll reschedule the hearing based on the city's request.
Okay.
Okay?
I would thankfully join in the breakout room with Mr. Wilson so we can communicate just after I read in one more request, if that's all right.
Okay. Okay.
With the board and Mr. Wilson?
Mr. Wilson, if you would remain, don't go anywhere. We'll come back to you in a moment, put the two of you in a breakout room. There may be a way to resolve some of this, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's the next matter, Ms. Nessich?
Next would be on your list listed as number 3, hearing appeal ending in 4568. This is 2067 West 65th Ave. Appellant's name Marlene Archie. This matter, also the city would like to request a continuance. This notice of defect board was issued by the Emergency Services Unit. And as you can imagine, the Emergency Services Unit of the Philadelphia Water Department has been extremely overrun with emergency service requests in the last few weeks due to the frigid temperatures. So the city would, again, just request a continuance. I'm not sure if the appellant is present on the call today.
Okay, the appellant noted on the record is Marlene Archie. Marlene Archie, are you present? Or anyone representing the interests of Marlene Archie, are you present? Okay, no one is responding, but we will, based on your request, Ms. Nessich, note this matter is continued, okay?
Thank you. And that concludes my preliminary matters before the board, and I would request to be put in a breakout room with Mr. Wilson so we can confer, and I will get back to the board with the results of that conversation.
Okay, already. If you would do that, Mr. Wilson, please follow the prompt on your screen and it will instruct you as to which breakout room to join, okay? Mr. Wilson, please follow the prompt on your screen. It'll tell you which breakout room to join. Okay, let's move on. Anyone else remotely have a preliminary matter for consideration by the board? I don't see any raised hands, so let's go now to the regular list and call any remaining matters.
I'm going to move to number 8 on today's list, appeal ending 003020 for 900 West Ontario Street, appellant Adelso Figueroa Lopez.
Okay, who's representing the city? He's in the breakout room, so let's move on to the next matter. Let's pass that one, move on.
I'm not sure if he's on the next one because it's also listed as an illegal dumping case, but number 9 on today's list, appeal ending 003106 for 4500 North 10th Street, appellant Randy Rosario, and I believe this is the one we asked the interpreter to stay for.
Okay, we'd ask the interpreter to join us.
And this is the interpreter on the line.
Sir, if you put your name on the record again, please.
Yes, my name is Stephen Aubain, last name spelled Aubain, interpreter ID YM288.
Okay, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you faithfully swear to or affirm that you will faithfully translate between English and Spanish and English for this hearing regarding 3106 4500 North 10th Street, Randy Rosario?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you very much. And as in preceding matters, you will begin interpreting from this point forward. So let's read the whole thing to the record and we will begin, okay?
Okay.
This is case number 9, appeal ending 003106 for 4500 North 10th Street.
Así que este es el caso número 9, apelación que termina en 003106, la dirección de 4500 Norte 10 Calle.
Appellant Randy Rosario.
Y el apelante es Randy Rosario.
Okay, Randy Rosario, are you present?
Randy Rosario, ¿está presente?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Rosario, as you may be aware, we have interpreter for you today. So all of your responses should be in Spanish, and the interpreter will share them in English. And anything said in English will be spoken to you in Spanish, okay?
Así que, señor Rosario, como usted ya sabe, ya tiene un intérprete disponible para usted el día de hoy, así que todas sus respuestas deberían de ser en español y si hay algo que es dicho en inglés, será interpretado en español para usted.
Está bien, muchísimas gracias. Buenas tardes a todos.
Thank you very much and good afternoon to all.
Okay, please raise your right hand to be sworn.
Por favor, levanten la mano derecha para ser jurado.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to help you God?
Jura y afirma que el testimonio que dará el día de hoy será la verdad delante de Dios.
Lo afirmo.
I affirm.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Galuzza, do you have any witnesses?
I do, yes.
Así que el señor Galuza tiene unos testigos.
Oh, your witness, please.
Certainly. Detective Gregory Schaefling from the Philadelphia Police Department.
Y el detective Gregory Schaefling, que es el del Departamento de Policía de Filadelfia.
Detective Schaefling, if you raise your right hand to be sworn, please.
Y el detective va a hacer el juramento.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to help you God?
Yes.
El detective aceptó el juramento.
Okay, detective, because we have an interpreter, you'll need to wait until the interpreter repeats everything that's said in English before you respond, okay?
Así que detective, como tenemos un intérprete, tiene que esperar a que todo lo que he dicho sea interpretado antes de responder.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Gulitza, let's start.
Thank you. Detective Schaefling, how long have you been employed by the Philadelphia Police Department?
Detective Schaefling, ¿cuánto tiempo ha estado empleado por el Departamento de Policía de Filadelfia?
Over 25 years.
Más de 25 años.
And what is your current detail assignment?
¿Y cuál es su asignación detallada corrientemente?
I'm assigned to the Neighborhood Services Unit to investigate illegal dumping incidents in Philadelphia.
Y estoy asignado para los servicios de la vecindad, la unidad de investigar tirar basura ilícita en incidentes en Filadelfia.
And what are your primary duties in that role?
¿Y cuáles son sus deberes primarios en ese trabajo?
I review video for illegal dumping incidents involving vehicles. Based on the video, we run DMV checks on the license plates assigned to those vehicles and then issue notices of violation when we can verify all information.
Yo repaso videos de incidentes de tirar basura ilegalmente envolviendo vehículos. Basado en los videos, nosotros hacemos chequeos del DMV y nosotros miramos a las placas de licencia asignadas a esos vehículos para citar notas de violación cuando nosotros podemos verificar esa información.
In the course of your duties, did you become aware of a short dumping incident that took place on June 11th of 2025?
Y en el curso de sus deberes, ¿usted se vino al tanto de un incidente de tirar basura cuando sucedió en junio 11 de 2025?
Yes.
Sí.
And how did you become aware of this short dumping incident?
¿Y cómo se enteró de este incidente de tirar basura?
There was a Philadelphia Police Department real-time crime center camera that captured the illegal dumping on the block.
Hubo una cámara de tiempo actual del Departamento de Policía de Filadelfia que capturó el tiro de basura ilegalmente en la cuadra.
Upon receiving this referral, did you conduct an investigation?
¿Ya tan cuando recibió este referido, usted hizo una investigación?
Yes.
Sí.
And did you review the video footage from the Philadelphia camera system as a part of that investigation?
¿Y usted repasó el video como parte del sistema de cámara de Filadelfia en su investigación?
Yes.
Sí.
Do these cameras record 24/7?
¿Y estas cámaras graban 24/7?
Yes.
Sí.
And are these videos both time and date stamped?
¿Y estos videos ambos tienen el tiempo y la fecha?
Yes.
Sí.
If I have the board's permission, I would like to share my screen.
Yes,
I-
please.
I have
Sí.
a video that is approximately 5 minutes long from the date in question. However, for the sake of efficiency, I can fast forward to certain key moments if that is acceptable to the board.
That's fine. Mr. Rosario, are you okay with that?
Así que, señor Rosario, está bien que nosotros compartamos la pantalla. Un video de como 5 minutos, pero le van a dar adelante al incidente. Está bien que lo pongan en la pantalla.
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, let's proceed.
Así que vamos a proceder.
All right. Detective Schafling, could you please identify the time and date stamp on this video?
Así que, detective Schafling, si puede identificar el tiempo y el día de este video.
June 11th, 2025, 11:45 and 23 seconds a.m.
Así que junio 11, 2025, son las 11:45 con 23 segundos.
Where is this camera located?
¿Dónde está ubicada esta cámara?
This camera location is the 4500 block of North 10th Street.
Y esta ubicación de esta cámara es 4500, el bloque del norte 10 calle.
Detective Schafling, can you please describe what we're seeing on video?
Y detective, si nos puede describir lo que estamos viendo en el video.
At this moment, there is a silver Mitsubishi smaller size SUV parked on the side of the road. There is a Hispanic male wearing a pink shirt, blue, looks like, or gray denim shorts, black shoes, at first he was throwing some buckets. At this moment, he's throwing a large gray trash can, dumping it onto the side of the road.
Así que
Now he's
podemos ver el
placing it
momento
back in the
que
truck.
podemos ver que el momento de un Mitsubishi color gris es como estilo SUV estacionado en el lado de la carretera. Nosotros podemos ver un hispano utilizando una camisa rosada, con pantalones de mezclilla cortos, y zapatos negros, y está tirando cosas de un cubo, y de un cubo de basura. Lo está tirando en el lado de la calle.
And now fast forwarding to timestamp 4 minutes and 42 seconds of the video.
Y ahora vamos a ir adelante al minuto 4 y 42 segundos.
Detective Schafling, could you please identify the license plate on the vehicle in question?
Y detective Schafling, si pudiera identificar la placa de licencia en el vehículo que está en pregunta.
The Pennsylvania registration plate of M. Mary G. George H. Harry 3800 displayed on a silver Mitsubishi.
Así que podemos ver que es una placa registrada en Pensilvania. Esta placa número es MGH 3800.
Did you pull up the ownership details of this vehicle through the PennDOT system?
Y usted pudo buscar los detalles del dueño de este vehículo basado en el sistema PennDOT.
Yes, that is correct.
Sí, eso es correcto.
And who is the owner of this vehicle?
¿Y quién es el dueño de este vehículo?
There was two technical owners. One was Randy Rosario de Leon, and the other one is a Freyline, and it only gives a partial name of HE.
Así que habían dos dueños técnicos de este vehículo. Uno estaba listado como Randy Rosario de León y el otro como Freeline HE.
And after reviewing both the video and the PennDOT information, did you issue a notice of violation in this case?
That is correct.
Tan cuando repasó el video y la información del PENDA, usted dio una nota de violación para este caso, contestó que eso es correcto.
That is correct.
Eso es correcto.
Do you recognize this document listed as City Exhibit C?
Y usted puede reconocer este documento listado como evidencia de la ciudad número C, o letra C.
Yes.
Sí.
And who was this notice of violation issued to?
¿Y a quién fue enviada esta nota de violación?
Randy Rosario de Leon, with two separate addresses in the city of Philadelphia.
A Randy Rosario de León con dos direcciones separadas en la ciudad de Filadelfia.
And what was the date of the issuance of this violation?
¿Y cuál era la fecha cuando fue dada esta violación?
July 30th, 2025.
Julio 30 de 2025.
Does this notice of violation cite the specific items dumped?
Y esta nota de violación dicta los artículos específicos que fueron tirados.
Yes. After reviewing the video, I was able to determine there was at least five full 5-gallon buckets of construction debris and an additional 6 loose pieces of wood lumber.
Así que después de repasar el video pudimos determinar que por lo menos habían 5 galones, cubos de 5 galones de basura de construcción, también 6 pedazos de madera.
And what is the fine associated with this notice of violation?
¿Y cuál es la multa asociada con esta nota de violación?
The fine that was issued was for $55,000.
Y la multa que fue dada por esto fue $55,000.
Thank you, Detective. I have no further questions.
Y gracias, detective, ya no tengo más preguntas.
Mr. Rosario, do you have any questions for the detective?
Señor Rosario, ¿usted tiene preguntas para el detective?
Sí, solamente tengo una pregunta. Cuando yo afirmo que sí fui yo que tiré esos escombros, lo hice porque la basura cuando pasa por mi casa, ellos no se llevan escombros.
Mr. Rosario,
Dígame.
please interpret, please.
When it comes down to why I threw the trash where I did was because whenever the garbage passes through my house, they don't take that sort of debris.
Okay. That's why, sir, Mr. Rosario, I'm asking you, Mr. Rosario, I'm asking you if you have any questions for the detective. You can give testimony in a moment, but right now, do you have any questions for the detective?
Así que, señor Rosario, lo que le estamos preguntando es que si usted tiene preguntas para el detective, usted va a tener una oportunidad para decir su testimonio, pero ahora mismo usted tiene preguntas para el detective.
No tengo preguntas. No tengo preguntas.
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Golitza, do you have any additional witnesses?
I do not.
Okay.
Y el señor
thank you.
Galicia no tiene más testigos.
Does anyone on the panel have a question for the detective?
¿Y alguien en el panel tiene preguntas para el detective?
Okay, thank you. If there are no further questions, Detective Shafling, please don't leave, but we're going to move on to Mr. Rosario and allow him to present his case.
Así que ahora nos vamos a mover al señor Rosario para que él pueda presentar su caso y el detective no se va a ir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Rosario, what would you like to tell us?
Señor Rosario, ¿qué es lo que nos quiere mencionar?
Pues sí, como le seguía diciendo, para ese tiempo, ahí en ese alrededor tiraba mucha basura.
So
Sí,
like I was saying, at that time, in that corner, they would throw a lot of trash there.
Pero yo nunca he tirado basura. Yo simplemente lo hice ese día porque no quería dejarlo aquí en mi casa.
But had never thrown trash there before, but I did it that day because I didn't want to leave it at my house.
Pero yo no acostumbro a hacer eso de que te esté tirando cosas. A mí no me gusta eso.
But it's not a habit of me doing that. I don't like doing stuff like that.
Okay, thank you. Any cross-examination, Mr. Galitza?
Just
Oh,
one question.
wait.
¿Y alguna examinación de cruces, señor Galiza?
Please.
Thank you. Just one question, Mr. Rosario. To confirm, you did dump trash at 4500 North 10th Street on the date in question?
Y señor Rosario, una pregunta para confirmar. ¿Usted tiró la basura en la dirección de 4500 Norte 10 Calle en el día que está en pregunta?
Sí.
Yes.
Pero no fue en los cubos, si usted se da cuenta, no estaban llenos, no era de que basura, era unos escombros, eran escombros como de paredes. Y yo lo tiré ahí porque vi que había como un hoyo y yo me imagino que eso también sirve para no sé, para emparejar cosas, no sé, pero
So yes, I did, but it was a bucket, and if you notice, it wasn't full all the way, and it wasn't full of trash. It was full of debris from the walls, and I dumped it there because I saw a hole in the ground, and I thought that it could be used for that.
I have no further questions at this time.
Así que ya no tengo preguntas.
Okay, anyone else have any questions before we proceed?
¿Alguna otra persona tiene preguntas antes de proceder?
Okay. If not, any closing, Mr. Rosario, anything you'd like to share before we vote on your case? Any additional information you want to share with us?
Y así que, señor Rosario, antes de cerrar, y que nosotros tomemos un voto en su caso, ¿tiene alguna información adicional que quisiera compartir con nosotros?
no, está bien.
No, that's fine.
Okay, let's say any closing argument.
Señor Galicia, ¿alguna declaración de cierre?
Just briefly for the board. Members of the board, based upon testimony today, neither appellant's paperwork nor his testimony contests that this violation occurred. Detective Schaefling
We didn't let the interpreter catch up with you.
Apologies.
Así que brevemente para la Junta y miembros de la Junta, basado en el testimonio dado el día de hoy y los papeles que el apelante entregó, ni el testimonio van en contra de que hubo una violación.
Additionally, Detective Schaefling's testimony and the video were clear, and the city would be requesting a city affirm on that basis.
Y en adición, el detective Schaefling y el testimonio dado y los videos fueron muy claros, y por eso es que la ciudad está pidiendo que haya una afirmación de la ciudad en esa base.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone. We will now poll the board.
Así que gracias. Ahora vamos a tomar el voto de la Junta.
Regarding HA 2025-003106.
Basado acerca de HA 2025, línea 003106.
4500 North 10th Street, Randy Rosario.
4500 Norte 10 Calle, Randy Rosario.
Each of us will now vote. City affirm.
Y todos vamos a votar, afirmar a la ciudad.
City affirmed.
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 Afirmar a la ciudad.
Mr. Rosario, the unanimous vote is city affirm. That means you lost your appeal.
Así que, señor Rosario, el voto unánime es afirmar a la ciudad, así que eso significa que usted perdió su apelación.
You may, however, appeal this decision if you choose to. If you need information as to how to do that, call the administrator's office and someone there will explain it to you.
Pero usted puede apelar la decisión si desea, y si necesita información de cómo puede hacer eso, puede llamar a la oficina de administrador y alguien ahí le puede explicar cómo
Pero
puede.
puedo decir algo. ¿Cómo ustedes creen que yo yo voy a tener que 55,000 pesos para dárselo a la ciudad.
So can I
si,
say something? How do you expect me to have $55,000 to pay the
si
city?
se van, si
Okay,
se
wait,
van
wait, wait, let me respond. The hearing is over. The board does not determine the amount of the fine or how an appellant would pay a fine. That's not within our purview. I recommend you have a conversation with Mr. Galitza potentially regarding any additional enforcement or collection.
Así que la Junta no determina la cantidad que fue multada, y cómo un apelante puede pagar esa multa. Eso, no es lo que nosotros hacemos. Lo que les recomiendo es que tenga una conversación con el señor Galiza, potencialmente acerca de, cómo pueden coleccionar esa multa.
Mr. Galitza, have you shared your contact information previously?
Yes, I sent an email to the appellant at the email address provided.
Así que el señor Galiza ya compartió su información de contacto con usted previamente, se lo envió a su correo electrónico, al correo electrónico que fue proveído.
Okay, thank you. That concludes today's hearing.
Thank you.
Gracias, con eso terminamos con la audiencia del día de hoy.
Okay, what's our next matter?
This is the interpreter
Gonna
speaking.
move-
Do you
I would
require further
actu-
interpretation?
Can you stay on just for this last case? I don't believe they're here, but would just like it read in Spanish as well.
Yes, of course.
Okay, which matter is that?
This is number 8 on today's list.
Okay,
Appeal ending 003020.
Así que la apelación que termina en 003020
For address 900 West Ontario Street.
para la dirección 900 Oeste Ontario Street.
Appellant Adelso Figueroa Lopez.
Apelante Adelcio Figueroa López.
okay. Who's representing the city?
¿Quién está representando la ciudad?
It's Christopher Johnson for the city of Philadelphia.
Christopher Johnson para la ciudad de Filadelfia.
Thank you. Is Mr. Delso Figueroa Lopez present?
Y el señor Adelso Figueroa López está presente.
Anyone representing the interests of Adelso Figueroa Lopez?
Y alguien representando los intereses de Adelso Figueroa López.
Anyone present representing the interests of 900 West Ontario Street?
Alguien presente representando los intereses de 900 West Ontario Street.
Okay, no one's responding. Let's confirm service.
Así que como nadie respondió, vamos a confirmar el servicio.
Appellants in this matter listed 3429 Cotman Ave on their appeal application.
Apelantes en este caso listado como 3429 Cotman Avenida en la aplicación de apelación.
Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on January 9th, 2026.
La nota de la audiencia del día de hoy fue enviada para la dirección postal de en enero 9 de 2026.
There's no response. What's the city's pleasure?
Y como no hay respuesta, ¿cuál es el placer de la ciudad?
The city is going to request that the matter be dismissed for failure to appear.
La ciudad va a pedir que este caso sea retirado por falta de apariencia.
Thank you. What time do we have, Ms. Penn?
¿Y cuál hora es?
1:37 p.m.
1:37 p.m.
1:37 de la tarde.
We will now poll the board regarding HA 2025-003020.
Ahora vamos a tomar el voto de la Junta acerca del HA 2025, línea 003020.
900 West Ontario Street,
900 West Ontario Street.
Adelso Figueroa Lopez.
Adelso Figueroa López.
We will now vote dismiss for failure to appear.
Así que ahora vamos a votar para retirar para falta de apariencia.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Retirar por falta de apariencia.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Retirar por falta de apariencia.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Retirar por falta de apariencia.
Dismissed, failure to appear.
Retirar por falta de apariencia.
Okay, thank you. That resolves this matter. It's dismissed for failure to appear. Thank you very much.
Y gracias, terminamos con este caso, falta de apariencia.
And I believe that's the last case we'll need your services for.
All right, thank you for using the service. Interpreter disconnecting.
Okay. Alrighty, what's
Can-
our final, do we have any additional open matters?
Can Detective Shafling be dismissed?
Yes, witnesses are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we have two matters left. One is Mr. Johnson's, one was Melanie Nezich for the Water Department. That was a continuance request, but then they spoke. Should we move to Melanie?
Let's go to Ms. Nazich and then we can resolve that one.
All right, recalling to case number 1 on the list, appeal ending 004517 for 2334 West Harold Street, appellant Charles Wilson.
Okay, Ms. Nazich, and Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, members of the board. Mr. Wilson asked me to read this into the record. He wanted to log off of the meeting. But I did email the board this same information and copy Mr. Wilson. We agreed that a continuance would be mutually beneficial to the city and his repair efforts as well.
Okay, so we'll note for the record that HA 2025-004517 2334 West Harold Street, Charles Wilson, will be continued. Thank you very much.
That concludes my matters before the board. May I be excused?
Yes, you excused and your witnesses are excused as well.
Thank you very much. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you. Okay, what's our final matter?
I believe the last case on today's list is case number 25. That is appeal ending 004084 for 1043 Welsh Road. Appellant Dornelius Excavation, Inc., represented by Mr. David Garcia, Esquire.
Okay, Mrs. Garcia, you present?
Yes, sir. I'm right here.
Okay, and who's representing the city?
Christopher Johnson from the city of Philadelphia.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, before we proceed, there was an off-the-record conversation between you and Mr. Garcia. Has that changed anyone's position regarding today's hearing?
I don't believe it did. And, you know, there are reasons why I understand they would want to reschedule the hearing today. Unfortunately, from the city's perspective, this is a matter that rests solely on the fact that his other contracting business, Dornellis Construction, is revoked. And the Philadelphia Code requires that no active contractor license should be employed or controlled by someone who's had their contractor license under an active revocation, which is the case here. So.
Okay, is the city prepared to proceed?
Yeah.
Mr. Garcia, are you prepared to proceed?
Well, no, I'd like some additional comments to make regarding our request for a continuance.
Okay.
The overriding concern as initially expressed by the city's email in response to our request for a continuance had to do as to whether or not Dornellis Excavation was and still was going to be operating in the city of Philadelphia. And what I'm representing to the board, which can be confirmed by Mr. Dornellis himself, who has now appeared, is that since receipt of the notice of intent to revoke, the Dornellis Excavation has not performed any work in the city of Philadelphia. And notwithstanding, again, in some of the comments or in opposition to the request for continuance regarding some pending permits and some existing permits, first, those were not taken out by Dornellis Excavation. And regardless, until this matter is put behind Dornellis Excavation, that being the citation of the intent to revoke the license, Dornellis Excavation is not and will not be doing any work in the city of Philadelphia. And a couple of other factors in addition to that I would ask the board to consider. First, I'm not in Philadelphia. And I'm using some laptop that keeps freezing every once in a while when we get on some of the PDF files. The other issue to consider also is I don't believe there's a Portuguese interpreter for the hearing. I went back and forth scanning, looking for one, and I did not see one. And though Mr. Dornellis can express himself somewhat in English and for purposes of this hearing, he certainly would require the services of an interpreter. Finally, there's no prejudice whatsoever.
But, sir, had there been a previous request for an interpreter?
No, not by us. We didn't
Okay.
make any, we didn't make.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. You're raising this issue now. Previous hearings, has there been an interpreter?
With regard to Dornelis Construction, yes, it was an interpreter.
I'm asking you, as counsel for the appellant, in previous hearings regarding Dornelis Excavation or Dornelis Construction, has there been an interpreter?
Well, yes.
There
In the
has been.
previous year,
Wait,
yes,
Yes, provided by the city? Are you saying that?
I believe so.
Okay.
I was not counsel on that case, so I'm unaware of whether there was.
Okay. So
Yeah, and can I just, because I just want to put this on the record, because the case in question in which an interpreter was present, ultimately, the appeal request ended up being withdrawn. So it never
Okay.
went forward on substantive issues.
Okay. But no one submitted a request for an interpreter for today's hearing?
No, sir.
Okay. You had some additional information you want to share before we make a decision?
No, just my final point was there's no prejudice whatsoever for the city to allow an extension on this first request on this appeal. I think the city thinks it's fait accompli with respect to the citation. I think there may be some waiver issues given some of the interactions, but that's really goes to the substance of the case as opposed to the basis for the request of a continuance.
Okay. All right. Any final response before we take this under consideration?
Mainly the city is just going to say that this is a very, from the city's perspective, cut and dried issue. I don't believe there's been any articulation of the merits of the underlying appeal. They've acknowledged that he's not planning on doing work under the permits or in the city of Philadelphia. To that extent, he doesn't need a license. So why wouldn't he just withdraw the appeal?
Okay. All right. Thank you. We're going to take a short executive session. Then we'll come back. We're off the record. Mr. Garcia and the city, we've considered the arguments for this issue of the continuance. The determination of the board is that we will continue this matter, but for a date specific. I asked the administrators to give us a date on the record, Mr. Garcia, to make certain that everyone is available with a Portuguese interpreter. So what date do we have?
That would be April 9th. It is a Thursday.
A Thursday, April 9th. Mr. Garcia?
Yeah, just board's indulgence. Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay. City?
That's fine with the city.
Okay. Must be tried is which means that everybody must come prepared to move forward. And we will have a interpreter present. In what language are we using, just to be certain for the record?
That would be Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese.
Brazilian Portuguese. Okay, thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
much. That's what we will put on the record. Thank you, gentlemen. Have a good afternoon. The witnesses are excused.
Thank you.
Do we have anything else?
One last matter on today's list. It will be continuance request. I just have to read the case in. It is going to be case number 6 on today's list, appeal ending 001466 for 2704 through 24 Diamond Street. Appellant Anthony Thrones. This was an appellant continuance request. Appellant just had a stroke, was having some difficulties, and asked for this to be continued.
Okay, that matter will be continued. Thank you. Does that conclude our hearing list for today?
That does conclude today's list.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Today's hearing of February 26, 2026 now concludes. Have a good afternoon.